Hi everyone and welcome to today's daily cyber briefing. LinkedIn says we're live, so I guess we're live. Okay, well, I can't see myself on there, so I'm just going to talk and hopefully it's coming out the other end. Okay, so good morning everyone, welcome to today's daily cyber briefing. This is the last one I'm doing, don't worry, you'll have Stephen back next week. Okay, so CrowdStrike, after suggesting canary testing as a way to ensure it avoids, as a way to tell customers to avoid future blunders. I mean, the audacity of that is unbearable. So anyway, CrowdStrike have told people that they should use canary tokens as a way to ensure that they don't fall foul of future blunders leading to global computer outages, has been sued in federal court by investors for not using a phased approach in rolling out updates to customers in the first place. Good. So this one is, it's a company that is a retirement association. So in what will likely be one of many class action complaints against the firm CrowdStrike, a retirement association has accused CrowdStrike of defrauding it and fellow shareholders by making false and misleading claims about the business's Falcon endpoint defense software. CrowdStrike and its top executives repeatedly touted the efficiency of the Falcon platform while assuring investors that CrowdStrike's technology was validated, tested, and certified. So they're getting sued by their own investors. Interesting. Okay, next story. So the leader of a tech support fraud scheme was sentenced to 7 years in prison after tricking at least 6,500 victims and generating more than $6 million. It's the typical one that we've all seen, where you'll get a pop-up on a computer that will have a legitimate antivirus brand on it, and it'll say, contact us for tech support to get rid of all these viruses, and it's all very like bright red or bright yellow. It's that basically. So a guy called Vinoth Ponmaran, who's 36 years old, has run that operation with pop-up windows to appear on victims' computer screens, warning of an infection. Okay, so yeah, he's in prison now, this Vinoth dude. So that's great news, and we all know who these scams target. It's old people, isn't it? So he is a absolute scumbag, and I'm glad he's in prison. So the UK's different story. The UK's National Crime Agency has shut down an outfit called Russian Comms, a call spoofing service. And it's believed to have been used to swindle thousands of victims. The agency also arrested at least 4 suspects thought to be involved in the fraudulent operation, which spanned more than 100 countries. And despite the name, all 4 of them were Brits. 2 men aged 26 and 28 from Newark is all we know. We don't have their names and we don't have the ages or names of the other 2. So they were the platform's developers and administrators, and the platform's been shut down. So well done to the National Crime Agency for that. This next one, there's been it's called a secret Pakistani program, but it's obviously not a secret because it's out on the internet. So a secret Pakistani program directs military officers to attack social media critics and digital terrorists. In an unprecedented step, the army, this is in Pakistan, guys, the army has ordered thousands of field officers to wage online war against supporters of deposed former Prime Minister Imran Khan and other opposition voices. Pakistan's military leadership has secretly enlisted thousands of serving officers in an online campaign against judges, activists, journalists, and anyone basically it sees as a political enemy. The program is known as Army Agar Network. I can't pronounce that right, or Army Awareness Network, so AAN. And it's it's to basically just to crack down on people being nasty online about the government. It's a bit bonkers, isn't it? So anyway, Pakistan has been embroiled in an economic and political crisis that has triggered widespread unrest. In an attempt to silence dissent, the military has shut down domestic news outlets while imprisoning or driving into exile many of its political rivals. How bonkers is that? Let's hope that Britain doesn't carry on with its decline and end up in the same boat. So yeah, there is quite a long article on this, and it's reasonably interesting. Have a read. It will be linked. So, beginning in 2015, every resident of Japan was assigned a 12-digit number, an ID card that paved the way for linking social security, taxation, disaster response, and the government services to both the number itself and the smart card. Okay. Never a good idea. Don't care what anyone says. I don't think that's ever a good idea. The plan was to banish bureaucracy and improve public service delivery, but that didn't happen. It's called My Number Card. I think the scheme is called My Number Card, ran afoul of data breaches, reports of malfunctioning card readers, database confusion where things were all over the shop. So cards linked to one person's bank account would be linked to another person's citizenship, like another citizen's details, basically. So you'd have people linked to the wrong bank account. And public trust in the scheme has fallen. Now, according to Japan's digital ministry, counterfeit cards are, growing in their proliferation as well. And criminals, i.e. people that are trying to avoid adopting this card, are using fake ones to buy mobile phones and use fake identities, basically. So the digital minister, Taro Kono, presented a solution, and that's going to be a new mandatory app that is taking flight in Japan. The Japanese government has released details of this app that verifies the legitimacy of each person's My Number card and national identity documents. So it's going to have everything in there. So it's already been compromised. People's data has been stolen, confused with other people's data. It's already been hacked. And now they're like, the solution to this is to just have another app, put even more information in it. That's a great idea. Well done. Not beginning in 2015, every resident in Japan. Oh, I've already read that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's the plan. So there's going to be a new app in Japan that is going to verify people's identity so that the government knows who's using the right card or not. I mean, let's hope it goes well for them. Let's cross our fingers and hope it goes well for them. But I can't think of anything worse. I mean, I know some people use the old adage of, I don't care if the government tracks what I do because I'm not a criminal. You just think, no, but you are stupid, aren't you, Jenny? So yes, I'm not a fan of the whole ID card thing it's currently being flown around in conversation in the UK and has been for a while. I hope that doesn't happen here. So good luck to Japan. Well done to the National Crime Agency. Carry on cracking the whip in Pakistan, I guess. And have a lovely weekend. And I will not see you guys next week. Good day.